Welcome back, Violet Green Team. In today's video, we are going to prep the floor for the vinyl tiles, and then we're going to stick them down. You won't believe the difference it's going to make, so stay tuned for the before and after, and make sure you like and subscribe. So without further ado, enjoy. On our way back from Lowe's, we were driving by this car and we saw a pair of scissors sitting on the trunk. So funny. I wonder how long it's gonna sit there. We went to Lowe's and we went and got trim for the wall. And now we're touching up the paint. And then after that, we can scrub the floor and prep it for the flooring. So woo, almost there. So I elected Harmony to do the trim because I hate doing trim. Does anybody else hate doing trim as much as me?
Your tongue when we're talking about what I need. Say what you will at the hardware store. Don't get you started talking about sports, baby. Why won't you talk to me? Get your tongue when we're talking about what I need.
So right here we had to put water down, scrub, and shop vac like 3 times. This area was so dirty. It was crazy. Out of the whole floor that we scrubbed, this was the dirtiest spot. So this is what we're doing right here. Scrubbing concrete floors is no joke, man. It takes a lot of effort and energy. But luckily we got through it.
So look how wild my hair looks. Scrubbing them floors was exhausting. So we took a quick break and we're just sitting here enjoying the cold air in my room. When you set out to do a project, sometimes you don't think it's gonna take as long as it does. But anyway, it's getting done slowly but surely.
Even the queen was tired.
Good morning, guys. As you can see, I got a microphone now, and the sound is probably going to sound a little different, but that's all right. You'll be able to hear me better. So I got the Hollyland microphone, and I love it so far. What I'm going to do now, since we painted and we went over the trim and everything, I'm going to put the adhesive on the floor. I'll show you what it is here in a second, and I'm gonna roll that out and hopefully it'll dry fast. Once that dries, then I can get the peel and stick tiles laid on the floor. Anyways, let me show you. I'm using Henry's Self Stick Tile Primer 336, and it says it's covers up to 300 to 450 per gallon. So this in here is only 240 square feet, and that's with the extra that I added on. I think it's about 218 or something. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I got a rolling pin. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking that loud. I got a rolling pin, a paint brush roller, and I just attach it to a pole. So from the video I watched, you just pour it on the floor and then you just paint over, like roll it out. And once we can get this part done, then the real magic happens. So, all right, let's start. I think I'll start over here, work my way that way, so that way I can end up over there. Whoa.
So right here, I'm going over certain spots quite a few times because on the bottle it says not to leave any excess and to make sure that you work in all the product into whatever surface you're putting it on.
I'm gonna wait 30 minutes. I'm gonna go and get my coffee because I haven't had one yet. And by the time I get back, we could probably do another second coat just to be on the safe side. And then wait another 30 minutes and boom, floor time. All right, guys, so I'm gonna have to do coat 2 because I've read into it a little bit more, and it says that you need to, my dog is whining, because he's stuck in the cage because I don't want him running out here while I do all this with the chemicals and stuff. What the self-adhesive is doing is it's basically sealing in all the extra like little dust particles and stuff, and giving it a more tackier surface so that the peel and stick adhesive on the back of the tile will have something to stick to. Anyways, this is old concrete, and it said to do one thin layer, but if your concrete is old and really dusty, and we cleaned it pretty good, I mean, we scrubbed the heck out of it, it's just old, and that's probably the first time it's been washed or scrubbed in who knows how long. So anyways, it just absorbed the first layer, so I'm gonna go in with layer 2 and see where we are from there. Hey, you like my shirt? It says I turn to-dos into to-does. Heck yeah. All right, so let's get started. And we're about like half gone in here, so I hope this gallon does it. I'm gonna put these over here. And it also said that you want to get the edges really well, so that way they don't lift. So make sure I get the edges pretty good here. So I guess how we know when it's done is if it feels tacky. It needs to feel tacky, of course, because it's adhesive. I really hope it works after this one, because I only bought one thing of adhesive. I also want to add that a little bit goes a long way from what I learned using this product. When I poured out a whole bunch, I had to rework it for a little while, so if you ever use this product, just know a little bit does go a long way. Now we have to wait 30 minutes to see what happens. So I basically am looking for it to be, I guess, like a seal type of feeling. Yeah, it feels like, it doesn't feel like concrete, like gritty and stuff. It feels more smooth. So hopefully that'll make for a good thing. I'm kind of worried about all these like cracks in the concrete. I know you're supposed to fill them and all that, but like I said, budget-wise, couldn't afford it. So we're just gonna go with this and see how it turns out. All right, so let's get started and see if that adhesive helped. I'm gonna start right here. Okay, so here's the Ultron, and it'll be fine. It like fits perfectly up to the trim. Okay, hopefully, that stuff works. Leave all the dirt I feel, and let's get started.
Chair arms beneath me, plank boards keep the time. Old chair arms beneath me, plank boards keep the time. If this sound ain't perfect, that's how it's mine. Someone left the radio humming low next door. Someone left the radio humming low next door. Static sings the harmony. I couldn't ask for more. Let the porch light burn uneven. Let the shadows play. Yeah, the porch light burn uneven. Keep the night from drifting away. If this ain't heaven,
So when I was laying these down in the beginning, it took me a little bit to get it down, but as you will see throughout the video, I got a little bit faster laying these down. In the beginning, I cut out a lot because my perfectionism on getting them perfectly aligned was taking over, but throughout the video, I got a little bit faster.
Okay, so got that part done. Now to do the rest.
This is what we're using. Peel and stick vinyl tile.
So you're supposed to use the floor roller to roll down the tiles when you put them down, but when I was at the store, I totally forgot to get one, so I'm just using what's on hand, a rolling pin. Yeah, don't judge me.
Cammie's being such a nice daughter and is gonna vacuum that part for me real quick. Okay guys, last row of the full tiles. Okay, so finished all the pieces that don't need to be cut. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go around and finish cutting all the stuff. So thank you for joining me. Okay, so last day, hopefully, we are cutting the tiles, the cut pieces that are around the edges and stuff like that. And so what I'm gonna do is measure what it is from the wall to the piece. Just do that. So right here I measured out to what I needed, and I just went down the tile piece with 3 dots and then made my line from there. I just want to get this floor done and this living room done. It's pretty much done. I just have to finish the little part in the hallway and then the trim around the wall, and then I can show you guys what it looks like. Super excited about it. If you're anything like me and you have a hard time finishing projects, then let me give you some hope and inspiration in this video to let you know that you can get your projects done that you set out to do, as long as you just put in a little effort every day to get it done. Okay, so this is the part that we do need to finish. I still need to take off this trim here. I think that's about it. I might have to cut where this is to get the flooring under there, but yeah. And you know what I realized when we were painting, we didn't paint the wall. Dang it. All right, so I changed my clothes and we are gonna get started on taking off the things off the wall in the hallway because I forgot to paint the hallway. And probably I'm gonna paint the doors too and the trim, so.
because this video is so long already, let's just do the clap method where I clap and it's done. All right, so ready? All done. So as you can see here, it's a little splotchy. I ran out of paint, so I'm gonna have to get another pint of paint to finish that, but it's good for now. I'll get that later. The main objective was to at least get it somewhat on there and get the floor done, so that way we can get the trim. So yeah, these corners were a pain in the neck. All right, guys, this is my son Mason. Say hi.
Hi.
And he's gonna help me today to finish up the trim so we can finish up this room. We're so excited to have this room finally finished. It took a lot for me to like get a fire under my butt to get it done. Slowly but surely, I've been getting it done. Do you ever just feel like it's so hard for you to just get up and do things that you know you need to do? Well, if you do, then I guess we have something in common. So we're gonna just show you guys us putting on the trim. Okay, so we finished up the trim. Now we gotta go get caulking from the store because I don't have any caulking. So we're gonna get that and then come back and caulk it, and then all finished. We made it to the finish line. All I gotta do is put a transition piece from the living room to the dining room, but I'm not worried about it right now. And then I gotta do the second coat of paint in the hallway, but for right now it looks okay. It's not too noticeable. If you couldn't tell, I washed my windows and I'm really happy how this turned out. Looks so much better from what we began with. If you like videos like this, let me know. And let me know what more you want to see. Anything that gives me a reason to use my tools, I'm for it. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys later.